Top personalities react to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins welcoming their new daughter, Roux. New Thunderdome constructions revealed. And in an SK exclusive, Vince Russo reveals information on the USA Network being unhappy with WWE. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's top stories in today's SK Wrestling News Roundup. Top personalities react to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins welcoming their daughter, Roux. The day that the entire wrestling world was waiting for finally arrived as Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins welcomed their first child, as their daughter named Roux. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins took to Instagram to announce the news and release a photo of their newborn baby. The reactions to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins becoming parents are coming from all corners of the wrestling and entertainment world. Stars like Renee Paquette, The Rock, Billy Kay, the Bellas, and many other celebrities have taken to social media to congratulate the new parents. The entire staff here at SK Wrestling congratulates both Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins on the birth of their first child. New WWE Thunderdome construction pictures are revealed. The WWE Thunderdome will be moving to the Tropicana field soon. As reported earlier, the Thunderdome is making the move across Florida from Orlando to Tampa Bay. John Alba from Spectrum Sports 360 recently shared some images and video footage of the Thunderdome construction site at Tropicana Field. The WWE is shifting their base of operations for the Thunderdome from Amway Center in Orlando to Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. The reason behind the shift is due to their upcoming regular season of the NBA being scheduled to take place in Orlando. Much like the last time around, the NBA is planning on having their bubble in Orlando, hence the need for the WWE to make the shift. The WWE chose Tropicana Field, which happens to be the home of MLB's Tampa Bay Rays. The MLB season is scheduled to start sometime in 2021, giving the WWE enough time to air their shows in Tampa. Despite the WWE's decision to shift locations for the Thunderdome, there does not seem to be any change in the design of the facility. This is much of a disappointment to the fans who were expecting big things considering the obvious size difference between the Amway and the Trop. However, there seems to be no plans to make any new changes. Speculation suggests that WWE chose not to make any changes in order to maintain fan expectation. However, there will definitely be more prominent changes to the design of the Thunderdome for specific pay-per-views. Perhaps we may see some significant changes for the Royal Rumble. As things stand, the WWE will be taping their last episode of Raw at the Amway Center before airing from the Trop in Tampa, starting with the following episode of SmackDown. There is no news on when the WWE's residency ends in Tampa Bay. However, we can assume that their operations will be tentatively ending once the new MLB season begins. In an SK Wrestling exclusive, the USA Network being unhappy with WWE ratings possibly led to two storylines. On the latest episode of SK Wrestling's Legion of Raw, former WWE writer Vince Russo said that he had inside information about what led to the Retribution and Raw Underground story. Russo said that he has information that around 6 months ago, USA Network told WWE they were unhappy with ratings and creative direction. In turn, WWE pitched the Retribution and Raw Underground storyline. Here's what Vince Russo had to say to our very own Dr. Chris Featherstone on Legion of Raw.
Chris, I got to tell you something. I'm going to give you a little inside information, and this isn't second, third, fourth, fifth hand information. This is Vince Russo information. I just can't tell you how I gathered this information. Okay? But I will tell you this. I've got information direct on a, good source. Okay? This isn't second, third, fourth hand. Bro, about 6 months ago, USA Network let it be known to WWE they were not happy. We're not happy with these numbers, with what we're paying for this show. We're not happy with the creative. They weren't happy about a lot of things. Okay? So, bro, the WWE came back to USA and pitched the two big creative storylines that were going to boost the ratings and get them headed in the right direction. When I heard this at that time, I laughed. Like I laughed when I heard it. But this is what they sold USA on, the big two story ideas. Bro, do you know what they were?
I'd imagine one was Retribution.
Retribution and Raw Underground. Those Those were the two ideas, bro, that they sold the USA. Bro, look at both of those ideas.
One is extinct and one is heading there.
Could they have been any worse?
No.
Like, could they have come up with anything worse than what they promised that network?
You can watch full episodes of Legion of Raw on our SK Wrestling YouTube channel and Facebook page. Drew McIntyre reveals why he got into a brawl with Sheamus on WWE Raw. This week on Monday Night Raw, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre got involved in a massive brawl with his friend Sheamus backstage. This happened after they faced AJ Styles, The Miz, and John Morrison on a 2-on-3 handicap match, during which Sheamus accidentally hit the bro kick on Drew McIntyre. Due to this distraction, Styles managed to hit the phenomenal forearm on Sheamus to pick up the victory for his team. Following the match, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus started brawling backstage. When Pat Buck tried to stop them, the two beat him up and put him through a table. The two then laughed it off and left together. Following Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus appeared on Raw Talk and addressed their brawl. The WWE Champion claimed that they had to get it out of their system because that's what brothers do. Drew McIntyre then went on to challenge and warn the rest of the roster to keep it up with the physicality, saying, quote, "If you don't keep it up, you're gonna get kicked off our damn roster," end quote. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus will face repercussions for their actions on Monday Night Raw, as WWE official Adam Pearce took to Twitter to reveal that there will be consequences of this attack by the two on Pat Buck. He, however, did not reveal what actions will be taken against the two. Reason why Alexa Bliss missed this week's Raw is revealed. Alexa Bliss has been an integral component of WWE Raw thanks to her alliance with The Fiend Bray Wyatt. However, Bliss missed this week's episode of Raw, which led to some speculation online. WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley posted a recent cameo video in which he revealed that he had been working in Los Angeles to help produce the Punky Brewster reboot. Dudley said that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair were with him in LA. This would explain why Alexa Bliss didn't appear on the December 7th edition of Raw, as this particular episode emanated from the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Punky Brewster was a popular sitcom back in the 80s, and the 10-episode Punky Brewster revival was first announced in 2019. It is currently scheduled to air on NBC Universal's Peacock Network. Thanks for watching today's SK Wrestling News Roundup. Follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.